Thank you for joining us on this cold day. Try to warm you up with some words of Torah and our daily Zohar. Again, if you would like to reach us or reach out to us, if questions, requests, Rabbi Gaon at gmail.com. The Zohar says, Rabbi Yitzchak היה מצוי לפני Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Yitzchak was at the present of Rabbi Shimon. אמר לו, he said to him, מקרא זה שכתוב, ותשחט הארץ לפני האלוקים, that the land was destroyed in front or corrupted in front of God, אם בני האדם חוטאים, הארץ במה חטאה? If the people sinned, what did the land do wrong? The land does not do averot, so why does it ותשחט הארץ לפני האלוקים? Why did the land was destroyed, was corrupted in front of God? אמר לו, Rabbi Shimon said to him, משום שכתוב, כי השחית כל בשר את דרכו. Every flesh had corrupted his ways. כל בשר, not only כל אדם, כל anything of flesh destroyed its way. כמו שכבר אמרנו, as we already said in ספר ויקרא, on that matter, ותטמא הארץ ואפקוד עוונה עליה, and the land becomes tameh, and I would demand its sin from it, or I will punish her for his sins. I mean, land does not become tameh. So what is it? How is this possible? ואם תאמר הארץ במה חוטאת, what did the earth sin? אלא עיקר הארץ הם בני אדם. The main part of what we call the land, the earth, is or are humans, people. והם משחיתים הארץ והיא נשחטת. They destroy, and the land, the earth, the place goes along with it, becomes a bad place. Many times, and we said this previously, many times you enter a place of purity where people do good things there, do good deeds there, or they pray in an appropriate manner. You go in and you feel a certain tranquility, you feel a certain, let's call it, vibe of the place, that it feels good. And sometimes you will enter a place where there is fights and arguments and so on and so forth, and you feel like a little uncomfortable. It does not feel so good. So therefore, the energy in which the people generated affects the place. Here too, people destroy, corrupt their ways, and the place becomes corrupt with them. והמקרא מוכיח, and the pasuk will prove that, שכתוב, because it says, וירא אלוקים והנה נשחטה, and God saw that it was destroyed. Why? כי השחית כל בשר את דרכו על הארץ. Because every creature destroyed, corrupted its weight on the earth. So therefore the result of the earth or the place being destroyed is because the people destroyed it, or they were destroying by themselves. וכל ההשחתה שלו, that is, come and see. And the Zohar wants to tell us something, to prove us, to tell us something. כל החטאים של האדם, all the sins of man, וכל ההשחתה שלו, and all his destruction, להשחית is to destroy. תלויים, dependent on תשובה, on making תשובה, to repent. והחטא של השופך זרע על הארץ, שמשחית דרכו, מוציא זרע על הארץ, משחית את עצמו, משחית את הארץ. He who cannot control his urges, mainly his sexual urges, when he wastes this great potential of life, destroys the land by destroying his great potential of life. Unfortunately, there are people who could not bear children. And you waste it in such a way. It's terrible. How bad it will be when you know that there is somebody next to you who's hungry, that hasn't eaten in 3 days, and you just you eat whatever you eat, and just throw it away and make sure that he doesn't pick it up. Not because he would go, but you make sure he doesn't pick it up. It's a terrible thing. So is that. You don't understand the great potential that we all carry in us, women greater than men, of life. It is an amazing gift that God gave us, that Kadosh Baruch Hu gave us, the potential to create life, to bring life to this world. So therefore it says, on that, a person like that, it says, Nichtam avoncha lefanai. Your sin was sealed or stained, depends how we refer to it, in front of you, in front of me. And it says, a person like this needs to do a lot of tshuva. He needs to really, really go deep down on himself. And that will be tshuva also of a machshava, of a thought. And as we said earlier, something that I think, or I just look, is worse than actually doing. Because when I, God forbid, did something wrong, I know that I did it. So therefore I could say, I did wrong. And if I just looked, I didn't do anything, I was just looking. I didn't do anything, I was just thinking. That's why the Torah says, Lo tachmod, don't desire, corresponds with I am God. It's in the machshava. I didn't do anything. You don't understand it. God gave him whatever he gave him. That's his. You desire that. It's a very, very difficult commandment. It's Bal tachmod. Don't desire something of someone else. Because it's all in your mind. Lo tignov, okay, I will not steal, I understand. Lo teshaker, don't say something. Here we're just thinking. And thinking goes with Hashem, with Avodah Zarah, and so on and so forth. Kol b'machshava, it's all connected. And it says, Mipnei ma, why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu dan et ha'olam b'mayim velo be'esh velo b'davar acher? Why during the time of Noach HaKadosh Baruch Hu punished the world with water and not with fire or with any other means? Amar lo, Sodhu, it's a secret. Ki hem hishchitu darkam. The reason is because they destroyed their ways. How? Shemayim elyonim or mayim tachtonim lo nitchabru zachar u'nekeva karaui. When a man and a woman come together in a holy unification, they are basically connecting heaven and earth. They're putting the physical body inside, and by doing so, they draw down the spirit, the neshama, down. By doing so, heaven and earth are being connected. The mayim elyonim, the superior water, from the spiritual water and the physical water, and that is it's a metaphor, needs to be connected. When you wasted that and you didn't do it appropriately, you created the disconnect between heaven and earth, between the upper water and the lower water. And water, represent to chesed. When you don't do chesed, there's not just like, all fine, just low chesed. When you don't do chesed, din comes, judgment comes. And you only, in according to that, whatever is that you sinned, that's what you're going to get punished in, for you to understand what to fix. Because if, for example, a person did something and you're going to punish him in a different manner, the punishment does not fit the avera or the problem. You need to punish appropriately. So, for example, if a person violated a major traffic law, take his license, take his car. If imagine everybody who would drink and drive, your car is being taken away from you and is being sold. You're not getting it. And I don't know, it doesn't make a difference if you drive a jalopy or you're driving a Lamborghini. It is being taken away from you and is being sold. How many people would drink and drive? You got to think. I said, I have a car, paid, I don't know, whatever, $100,000 of it. I'll take a cab. I don't want to lose the car. You have to punish accordingly. Okay? So here, they did not, the upper water, so-called, and the lower water would not appropriately connect it. Water has, in heaven and earth, the connection, it's the male and the female connecting together. You destroyed it. You created an imbalance in the world, an imbalance in that creation of chesed. People are very selfish. It's very difficult for me to believe that a person that is immersed in sexuality would not be a selfish person. I think it goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. So therefore, ve'alken, and because of that, nidonu b'mayim. And because of that, their judgment, their punishment was water. B'meh she'em chatu. And that's what they said. V'amayim hayu rotchim. And the water were boiling hot. Ve'ivshitu ha'or mihem. And it's kind of, the skin was peeled. Why? As much as they allowed the blood to boil, they had the heat. So it is the punishment. Din keneged din. It fits the punishment. וזה שכתוב נבקעו כל מעיינות תהום רבה, and all the springs, all the sources of water from Tehom, deep down in the land, was not only the open, nivkeu, bokea means erupted. Imagine those hot springs all of a sudden, like you have in Wyoming or you have in Tveria, all those places. All over the world, the hot springs came out. Why? It was the punishment. Ve'arubot hashamayim, and the chimneys, aruba, the chimneys of heaven opened up and water came down. Zemayim elyonim, zemayim tachtonim. It's the punishment from above, the punishment from the bottom. You refused to do that this way, it's going to happen. I'm going to show you how it's being done. But this time it's going to be that I'm doing it, not you doing it. Therefore, if chas v'shalom a person has a certain punishment, in order to understand what you did wrong, look at the punishment and understand what you did wrong, so you could fix yourself up, so you won't come down to it. If a person lo chasad kvod kono, if a person is not concerned with the honor of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you'll be disgraced too. And now you see how it feels, and so on and so forth. So therefore, Rabotai, let's control ourselves. Let's do what we need to do in appropriate manner. Let's not waste any potential that was given to us, whether it's potential of life or potential to do good. And Be'ezrat Hashem will bring together the tikkun olam, fixing the world. We'll make it into a less selfish world. A world of giving from ourselves to others. A world where we connect heaven and earth. And that's the ultimate tikkun olam.